Hello everyone, welcome to today's episode of the OSASU Show. On Tuesday, March 10th, 2020, the OSASU Show, its foundation, turned 5 years old. Since its inception, we've set out on a mission to bridge the communication and social gaps in our society. 5 years down the line, we put together our Decade of Action campaign launch, where we launched the Women and Girls Empowerment Project. In this program, you'll be watching the press launch of this initiative and how we intend to carry out our activities and our projects within the next 10 years. Don't go anywhere. It promises to be a very riveting episode. Your Excellency, the Honorable Minister of Women Affairs and the former Deputy Governor of Plateau State, Dame Pauline Talon. Your Excellency... Actually, it's not going to be Excellency again. Former Minister of Youth and Sports Development, Bolaji Abdullahi. The Senior Special Advisor to the President on Social Investments, Miriam Uwais. The Country Director of Amnesty International, Osai Ojigo. My brother, my friend, Hamza Lawal, the Chief Executive of Connected Development partners here present. My colleagues in the media and development space, thank you so much for being here today at this auspicious gathering. Today is special for so many reasons, one of which is the 50th anniversary of TOS. 5 years ago, I embarked on a journey with my team to bridge the social and communications gaps amongst Nigerians, and we started a vehicle called the OSASU Show. So we're here today to officially launch our Decade of Action campaign, which specifically would focus on the Women and Girls Empowerment Program that has 5 thematic areas: girl-child education, girl-child marriage, violence against women and girls, maternal health, and women's political participation and leadership. Over the next 10 years, the OSASU Show Foundation and its development partners will invest a minimum sum of 2.5 billion naira in implementing projects and activities across the 6 geopolitical zones of this nation. Particularly, we're going to work in states that we already have activities ongoing: Nasarawa State, FCT here in Abuja, Lagos State, Abia State, Kano, Adamawa, and Edo State. And we're going to partner with stakeholders in the federal, state, and local government levels, civil society actors, CBOs, to ensure that the impact of our projects trickle down to the poorest of the poor in our society. At TOS, we specifically believe that in order to change this nation, we need to work with the grassroots. We cannot leave all our projects here in Abuja. I'm sure a lot of development partners would agree with me that we need to identify societies, we need to identify communities in the rural area that can benefit from the projects that are ongoing. Thank you so much.
I'm really excited for the good work you are doing. At your age, God has given you a very large heart. I'm here to give you the necessary support and to assure you that my ministry will work with you. This year, 2020, on the 1st of January, I declared it as the Decade for Action for Women and Children. We've been talking for so long to ourselves as women. It is time for us to carry the men along, because I believe in balanced development. Women constitute more than 50% of the total population, and if that sizable number is ignored, then we will continue to go around. For us to attain meaningful development, we must fight for equality. And that's why the theme of this year is gender equality. And the sign is this. And everybody cross his hand this way. That is this year's... Yes. We are celebrating the Decade for Equality. Yes. And the United Nations has declared that it's like this. The United Nations has declared this decade as a decade for action for women and children. We are also celebrating 25 years Beijing Plus. It's a time for us to reflect on issues that concern women and children. If you recall, 25 years ago, the world were all gathered in China to discuss issues affecting women and children. Unfortunately, this 25th anniversary, when we are supposed to all meet in New York to reflect and harness the issues, how far we've gone, how well we've done, and what are the achievements and what needs to be done. Unfortunately, China has been ravaged with the coronavirus, and millions of lives have been lost. And even the New York that we are supposed to be there is also ravaged with coronavirus, and so many lives are being lost. I thank you all for the panelists and all those who have gathered here to support and join the OSASU Foundation as we mark 5 years of good work and service to humanity. I commend the good work you are doing, and I support this great work you are doing. I also want to thank all the partners that are supporting you in this great calling you are doing. I pray that we will achieve more this year and many more years to come, so that all our children, particularly the girl child education is top on my agenda, and I want to use this medium to call on all well-meaning Nigerians to ensure that the education of the girl child is a task that must be done. If we want any meaningful development in this country, the girl child education must be in the forefront. Without the woman in the center stage, the 3 cardinal points of Mr. President's agenda can never be achieved. If the woman is in the center stage, she will help fight corruption. Because if the husband bring in things that are money that is beyond his salary, and the woman is made to be an ambassador of fighting the corruption, she will checkmate the men. The same with security. Security issues, women must be in the center, because women are peacemakers, and women are the mothers of the insurgents. They are mothers to all. The hand that rocks the cradle rules the world. I said it over and over. Ignoring the woman is ignoring national development. Once again, I thank you, and God bless.
Over the last 5 years, the OSASU Foundation has been doing excellent work. OSASU herself has been a symbol of unity, of progress, and also of youth vibrancy. Celebrating women and celebrating girls, and this decade, which we are all here today to launch, is significant because 2020 marks the end of the African Union Decade on Women and the start of a new decade of women empowerment. At the same time, it is also the bridge when we look at the latest human rights development report of the UNDP, that 90% of men and women have biases against women. We have 10 years now to plan to break those stereotypes, to be a part of rewriting history, to ensure that everyone can achieve equality in this generation and beyond. At Amnesty International Nigeria, we support the rights of women. We support human rights as the bedrock of a progressive society. We also recognize that when everyone is allowed to contribute equally on an equal footing with equal access to opportunities, the society is better for it. So on this auspicious day, we congratulate OSASU Igbenidion, the OSASU Foundation, and all well-wishers who are supporting and partnering with the organization to ensure that women and girls enjoy the reality of peace, progress, and prosperity now and in the future. Thank you.